Okay, I got the old transmission with the stuck axle, and I wrapped a chain and bolted it on both sides, and that chain is anchored back to the 4x4, holding on to the axle only. The other side, again, this is a tapered shaft, so the chain here is hanging onto that taper, and the chain goes back to a come-along. The come-along is chained to the 4x4. So right now the 4x4's got all the tension, and this cable, I can stand on that cable. It is rock solid. It is pulling real hard against this drive shaft and this drive shaft. And then I've got an additional chain here so that I can swing the sledge. Put a shock load on it. It should shock it and pop that axle out. That's the theory.
That's the plan.
Okay, you want to hold the phone, and I'll try one more swing or two here. We'll see if we can get this thing to pop with the tension on there so tight I can stand on that cable.
I don't want to be in the way.
Oh, you're okay. It's not gonna. Okay.
That's a lot of force.
That is a lot of force, is right. Okay. This old floppy sledge. Still got the weight on the end, but the handle's all trashed. Luckily, because we're just trashing the handles even harder.
I heard.
You need safety glasses for this run. What? Oh yeah, good chunk came out.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
One hit.
Ooh.
All right.
It was strong. There's that screw right here.
Okay, we can undo that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's try and get this thing straight there.
What was happening here is the outer sun gear is attached to this contraption that is the open differential, and it has these 4 gears inside of it. These gears here, this is the far side axle and the midshaft attached. So this goes in there, this one goes on this side, and I thought this spline was stuck. But the spline is not stuck at all. It slides quite nicely back and forth here. But there's some metal transfer here. And that's the bushing surface. And the seal was back here. So this bushing surface here basically rode against the inner part here. And there is this little wafer. I guess that's the bushing material, because this rests up against there, which if I take this apart, basically in here, that lower surface there is what this bushing piece rests up against, which is what the gear rests against. And that bushing, I guess, is supposed to keep the drive shafts from hitting inside here. And both, like this one, this axle here's got a little bit of metal transfer going on there, and the mid shaft has got metal transfer going on here. So here's the pieces here. Okay, so this is the bearing surface for in there, and if you look inside here, we've got metal transfer going on here. So that was metal transferring over to here. Anyhow, I'm not sure I can save this mid shaft because that surface there has been destroyed, and I think we're gonna have to go to spare parts. So even though I smashed this apart to save the mid shaft, that's why it wouldn't come apart. That's why it's garbage. And since the mid shaft isn't available, we are going to go to plan B, and the mid shaft will come out of the new donor car, because apparently you can't even buy that mid shaft. So I guess we'll harvest this one, stick it on the new transmission, and put the engine back in there.